doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We are on for almost every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we go live as much as we possibly can. Phillies are taking on the St. Louis Cardinals tonight, and should be a good matchup between both of those teams. The Phillies did play the Cardinals earlier in the year, and they're looking to try to take another series against them. First pitch will be at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. They won the last series 2-1, and that was from from April 8th to April 10th. So Cardinals are a 500 team. They're 14-15 on the road. On the mound for them will be Miles Mikolas, and for the Phillies it'll be Aaron Nola. Louie, what's going on? Mark, thanks so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate it, man. All right, everybody is going out there for the Phillies. So the Phillies are taking the field, and we're just about ready to get underway. All right, so let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game on this 77-degree, beautiful sunny evening. So Matt Carpenter will be batting in the leadoff spot. Then it's Alec Burleson batting second. Third will be Paul Goldschmidt, and in the cleanup it'll be Nolan Gorman. Nolan Arenado batting fifth. Ivan Herrera, the catcher, batting sixth. Brandon Crawford batting seventh. And hitting eighth will be Dylan Carlson, whose average is at 139. And Michael Ciani is making his Cardinals debut today, and he's batting ninth. Aaron Nola, of course, he's on the mound today for the Phillies. In 11 starts, he has a 6-2 record and has gone 71 innings, along with a 3.04 earned run average. He's been really dominant for the Phillies so far this season, and has had a really good overall season. With the off-speed pitches, he actually has 18 strikeouts over his last 3 starts, and a lot of the times that he's been able to get batters to strike out, he's able to get them on those knuckle curves. Last outing that he pitched, he did a pretty good job overall for the Phillies. It was a pretty good outing. His ERA at 3.04. He went 6 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs. He had 5 total hits allowed, 2 walks, and had 5 strikeouts too. It was a little bit of a weird start for him, but overall he did pretty solid. All right. So again, the lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals will have Carpenter leading things off, and then it'll be Burleson, Goldschmidt, Gorman, Arenado, Herrera, Crawford, Carlson, and Ciani. All right, so we are about ready to just get underway. It'll be Carpenter that steps into the batter's box to start things off. All right, good stuff. Final score predictions. Don't forget to comment those down below. Carpenter, lifetime against Nola, 4 for 20 with a homer, 3 RBI, and 9 strikeouts. And the pitch from Nola, here it comes, and it's way up high and outside for a ball. Phillies are in their City Edition uniforms, their City Connect uniforms, I should say. And the Cardinals are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, with the red letters on both the front and the back, along with the numbers. The 1-0 pitch, and it's a grounder. Hit over towards the right side. Stott fields it on the bounce, throws over to first, and there's one gone. Carpenter is out, and there's one away. What? Every time I'm on here now, it's like something happens to this, and I have to keep refreshing it. It's really weird. All right, thanks again so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate that. Let's go, JJ! I'm excited! Let's go, Phillies! All right, the pitch to Burleson is fouled away over towards the third base side, and it's going to land in the third row. What a catch that was by that fan. As you come on in, take your shoes off and hit that thumbs up button, and hit the subscribe button as well. Burleson's average at 289 on the season so far. The pitch, chopped foul over towards the first base side. All right, 5-2 Phillies is Mark's final score prediction. And again, Mark, thank you so much for the $2 donation. That was awesome. Thank you. 0-2 is the count, and the next pitch, and that's bounced foul. It was actually fouled off the foot of Burleson, and he takes a quick walk around a circle in front of the batter's box. Sorry if I missed the Giants game. I was knocked asleep. Well, what game was that? They played the Giants in the afternoon the last time, so that was not a late game unless you live in another area. The ball's 2 strikes. Carpenter grounded out to second. Up to bat is Burleson, and the 0-2 is rolled over towards the first base side. Harper says he has it. Nola wanted to cover the first base side anyways, but Harper took it to the bag. And there's 2 outs now in the top of the first inning. The Phillies have 2 outs here. And, well, defensively for the Fightins, they got JT behind the plate. On the bump is Nola. And from first to third, it's Harper, Stott, Sosa, and Bohm. Goldschmidt's now up to bat. And the pitch. There's a towering fly ball hit out over towards right field. Castellanos on the run will make the catch just at the track. And the inning comes to an end. The Phillies outfield, of course, with Marsh, Rojas, and Castellanos. As Casty does make the catch, and Nola gets himself a 1-2-3 inning. And we head to the bottom of the first. Be right back in just a few moments. Hit the thumbs up button and don't go anywhere. All right. Yes, sir. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, too. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Phillies lineup. As we head to the bottom of the first, it'll be Kyle Schwarber leading things off. Batting second is JT Realmuto. Third will be Bryce Harper. And then cleanup, it's Alec Bohm. The fifth batter for the Phillies is Bryson Stott. Nick Castellanos playing on in right field. He's batting sixth. Brandon Marsh over and left, hitting seventh. The shortstop Edmundo Sosa is batting eighth. And the center fielder, Yohan Rojas, the caboose, and he's batting ninth. Miles Mikolas on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals. And he'll be facing Kyle Schwarber. Phillies again in their City Connect uniforms. And the pitch is in there for a strike over on the inside corner at the knees. Kyle is hitting .246. He has a .425 slugging percentage. And the pitch, and that's fouled away. Anthony, thank you so much for coming on here. Joe! What's up, Joe? How you doing, Joe? What's up, everybody? What is good? Elder Ute's also in the chat. Oh, we love to see it. The 0-2 pitch, and that's way up high for a ball. Mikolas on the bump for the Cardinals. He has a 5.64 earned run average. The 35-year-old is 3-5 on the season record-wise. The 1-2 pitch, and that's low for ball two. He's wearing his red socks, but it has white in it and some blue as well. They're sort of white-blue striped socks. 2-2 on the way. Ground ball pulled over towards the right side, and the flip over to first is in plenty of time to get the first out recorded. Mikolas with 45 strikeouts in 59 innings of work. And during that time, he's allowed 13 walks. Last time he pitched against the Phillies, he went 6 2/3, allowed 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Here comes JT, and the pitch is taken at the knees for strike 1. Phillies are 39 18. JT's average at 284, 7 homers and 20 RBI. And the 0-1 is fouled off. All right. Let's make sure that we get this correct, too. So, the Cardinals defensively, behind the plate, it is Ivan Herrera. The 0-2 is fouled back. On the mound, of course, it's Miles Mikolas. Then from first to third, you got Goldie at first, Gorman's at second, Arenado's at third, and at shortstop it's Crawford. And then from left to right, it'll be Burleson, as the 0-2 is popped up and hooks foul and goes out of play. Then you got Ciani out in center, and Carlson out in right field. 0-2 to JT on a sunny evening out at Citizens Bank Park. And the 0-2 pitch, and that's in there for a called third strike. It was a good slider thrown by Miles Mikolas, and there's the first out, or the second out recorded. First strikeout today. Going to see a lot of sliders. You're also going to see, some fastballs, but you'll see a lot of off-speed pitches too that are thrown by Miles as well. 2 gone in the bottom of the first. And Harper comes up to the dish. The pitch fouled off. More final score predictions. Comment them down below. Jason says 4-3 Phillies. The pitch way up high. There's Rob Thompson over in the Phillies dugout. He has a bottle of water out in front of him. The 1-1 delivery that's taken inside and upstairs as well. All right, we're in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Bases empty. The 2-1 swing and a miss. Decided to go with a changeup there. You're going to see him throw that too. Harper in the month of May has 7 homers, 24 runs batted in, and a 3.04 average. He's been lights out in this month overall. And the 2-2 pitch is way up high for ball 3. The Reds played against the Cubs a little bit earlier today and were able to get the job done. They won 5-4 out at Wrigley Field. And Espinal was able to hit a 2-run homer in the 7th inning for them. 3-2 on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. And there to make the catch is Burleson for out number 3. All right, so we head to the top of the second. I'm going to take one more step off really quickly. I'll be right back in just a few moments, but no score so far at the bank. All right, top of the second inning we go at Citizens Bank Park. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go live for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles, man. That's what we do on here. We try to give you the best type of quality of play-by-play that we can. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I went to school at Rowan University, graduated in 2022 in the spring, and, well, I called games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, who were the high affiliate of the Washington Nationals, and the Delaware Blue Coats, who were the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. And the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. But I wanted to take advantage of the digital media airways and come on here and just get more reps doing play-by-play, but also make a really cool community on here while we're at it and kill two birds with one stone. No balls, one strike, and the next pitch, and that's a check swing. He didn't even, or no appeal was made. Gorman's up to bat, and Nola, with 7 pitches coming into this inning, is out there on the bump once again for the Phils. Gorman batting on the left side. He's had a very hot May as well. When you talk about how great Bryce Harper has been, Gorman has to be in that conversation too. And the 0-2 is sliced foul and out of play. Gorman's average total is at 220 with 10 homers and 25 RBI. But that doesn't tell the full story. He has 6 hits in his last 19 at-bats, along with a double, 2 homers, 4 RBI, and a walk. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Also has recorded a hit in 5 out of his last 6 games. He's homered in 2 straight games against the Reds. Nola gets set, kicks, fires, and it's just a hair outside. Phillies played against the Cardinals earlier this year and were able to take 2 of 3. They won the first game 5-3. Then they got shut out and blanked in the second game. And then were able to come back and win and beat the Cardinals in game 3 by a score of 4-3. The next pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. And Gorman goes down looking at a curveball. It looked a little bit wide. And Doug Eddings definitely has an expanded strike zone today. That was not on the plate. But Phillies will take that for sure. And Nola does get the call. Nola versus Nolan Arenado now. And the pitch is just inside for a ball. Arenado has had a down year so far, an average of just .257 and 5 homers. The 1-0 delivery. Strike 2 called. Strike 1 called. Arenado now 33 years old. And the 1-1 is fouled back. I said he has 5 homers. I meant to say that he has 4 homers and 25 RBI. But he also homered in Tuesday's game against the Cincinnati Reds. 1-2 pitch, and there's a grounder rolled over to third base, fielded on a bounce by Bohm, and the throw across the diamond will get Arenado out. And Ivan Herrera is going to come on up. 7-5 Phillies. Joe says Phillies need to lose some games. These ticket prices are crazy. Okay. Yeah, I understand what you mean. I get it. I remember back when they gave away Phillies tickets for free. I remember when you just had to go to the box office to get tickets, and now you have to use a third-party app. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike to Ivan Herrera, who has an open stance, and he's a pretty tall dude. The 0-1 and that swung on and missed. He's actually listed. He's listed at 5'11", and he weighs 220 pounds. But I don't know why. You think that he looks a little bit bigger. Just from maybe it's the stance and the size of the bat. And the 0-2 pitch upstairs. Sosa's getting a double tonight, says Sonny. I like that. Nola winds up, kicks, and delivers. Just misses outside. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. He went around, and Herrera strikes out. 6 up, 6 down for Nola. We head to the bottom of the second. Phillies are coming back up. In a scoreless game so far, nobody has blinked. Too old to tailgate. I barely get around anymore. All right. We got 134 people tuning in. Please make sure that you guys tell your friends about this channel and tell your family members too. If you guys know other people that want to not only just listen to Phillies games and Sixers games and Eagles games, but if you guys know other people who love tuning into different types of content and need somebody else to give news and updates and stuff on what's going on in the state of Philly sports, send them our way, man. I would really appreciate that. What did everybody do on the off day? What did everybody do on the off day? And remember to keep the chat clean. SJJJ. Play-by-play Friday. We say yay. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. I love that. What's up, Austin? What's good? So yeah, keep the chat clean. I don't have friends, so I told my enemies about this channel. I like that. Hey, tell your peers. Tell your frenemies. Tell anybody, bro. Tell anybody. And if you guys want to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. All right, so let's look at this poll, baby. We got 61 total votes so far. Are the Phillies the best team in the league? Do you think that the Phillies are the best team in baseball right now? 82% of you say yes. 18% of you say no. And for those of you that are in the 18%, I would like to know, who do you think is the best team? All right? That's what I want to know. Phillies off day, I actually got some work done. Feel that. Miles Mikolas back out there for his second inning of work. And he'll face Alec Boehm, who takes it outside. Boehm's average now down to 308. And I say down because a couple of weeks ago he was hitting 346. The pitch, and that's taken on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is just low for ball 2. Jacob says, and waiting for the Phillies to play again. I worked all day long. That was what he said before. The 2-1 offering. That time it misses low to Boehm. To make the count now 3-1. Mikolas on the road this year has a 5.51 ERA. In the pitch, line drive over the glove, or deflected off the glove of Arenado. It goes out into left field for a base hit. That was a rocket launched over towards Arenado's way. Could not come up with the catch. It deflected off of his glove. He had to sort of jump up to make the catch. And Boehm able to hit a screamer over towards Nola Arenado's way. There you go. And Bryson Stott's going to try to get a crack at it to solve Miles Mikolas. And the pitch is taken for a strike on the outside edge of the plate. Hey. Keep it clean. The 0-1, and that's fouled away. stat? Well, in the month of May, his average is at 275 with 3 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, and 16 runs batted in. And the 0-2, and that's going to get away from Herrera, but not too far away for Bohm to advance over to second. Actually bounced right in front of him and headed over towards the first base side. All right, let's get to 2,700 subscribers. That'd be awesome. That'd be a great gift before we go away tomorrow. I will not be on the call tomorrow. I got my first baby shower that I'm going to. It's about 2 hours away. So that'll be really cool. The pitch popped up and hit over towards shallow left field. Bertelson jogs in over towards the shortstop area. And he's there to catch the can of corn for out number 1. And Nick Castellanos is coming up to bat. So who is the best team in baseball? Please let me know. Who do you think is the best team in baseball if it's not the Phillies? Nick Castellanos is coming up. Does have 7 homers and 28 runs batted in. And hit that thumbs up button just like Larry said. So Joe says the Yankees are. The Yankees are the best team in baseball. Are they the best team in baseball? Do you think that they're the best team in baseball? Or do they just have the best record, or is it both? That's probably the way that I should have phrased it. I should have said, who do you think is the best team in baseball? The pitch, and that's in there for a strike to Castellanos. And the 0-1 is taken inside for ball 1. Alex Trebek is here. He's back from the dead. What's up, Alex? The Cardinals? Somebody really said the Cardinals. Love that. The 1-1. That's chopped foul over towards the third base side. If we have Cardinals fans on here, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming on here. We go live for the Phillies games, but we invite everybody on here. As long as you just keep it nice in the chat. If you're just a good person, that's all I care about, you know? Just be cool. 1-2 pitch, and that's barreled foul over towards the first base side. The sun is shining over towards the right field area and the first base side. Castellanos, in 53 games against St. Louis, has 9 homers. And the throwback over to first is not in time. His average is also at 257. Oh, that's cool. You and the kids, or you and the family? Or leaving for Disney? 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be blooped over towards right field, and that'll drop in there for a base hit. And Alec Bohm goes over to third, and Castellanos able to get a double with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. There you go. Just fought off that pitch. It was inside, and he was able to keep his head down and hit it out over towards right field and keep it just barely fair. Let's go, Nick. Pitch, and that's in there for a strike. I just want a clean shot, my guy. That's all I want. The 0-1, and that's grounded over towards the first base side. And Goldschmidt is able to tag the bag for out number 2. And Bohm is able to come on in to score. So it's an RBI ground out, and the Phillies take a 1-0 lead. There we go. So that was a bouncer hit over towards the right side. Goldschmidt was able to play it on a bounce and just tagged the bag. Comes Edmundo Sosa in the pitch, and that's lifted out to deep left center field. Goodbye, baseball. Wow. It landed over the Sunside ice area out in left center field, and Sosa does it against his former team as he hits a 2-run bomb. That went a long distance. Wow. Oh, man. What a shot. Unbelievable. That's a big shot by Edmundo. And the Phillies lead it 3-0. And here comes Johan Rojas, and he takes that pitch in there for a strike. How far did that go? I mean, he crushed that thing out to left center field. And the pitch, and that's fouled off up the tall wall. Yep. Rojas' average is at 227. And the pitch is low and outside for ball one. He's celebrating in the dugout, too. It was a moonshot. And the 1-2 pitch fouled away. Two gone in the bottom of the second inning. Base is empty, and the 1-2 is slapped foul towards the first base area. That went 439 feet out in left center. I've never seen a ball go that far out in left center at this ballpark. The pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. And there you go. All right, so we head to the top of the third inning. The Phillies lead it 3-0 thanks to a moonshot. And that was a 2-run home run. All right. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Love it. Beautiful. 194 people tuning in. Just keep it clean, guys. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. They need to figure out a way to keep Sosa in the lineup when Trey comes back. You know, it's funny that you guys say that because, unfortunately, it looks like Trey Turner, according to what I heard today on WIP, he had a little setback. And I think that you need him to take his time. I'm not wishing injury upon anybody, obviously. Do not get it twisted. Edmundo has been hot in the lineup, and I care about Trey being healthy, okay? We can have the outfield discussions and everything like that, but let's just get Trey healthy first because I don't know. From what it sounds like, from what I heard today on WIP, you know, it seems like that they're going to try to take it a little bit slower, you know, with his rehab progression. He was doing really well, and then he had a little bit of a setback. So before we even have these outfield conversations, Trey has to come back. So that's like the most important thing. You know, I'm not there with getting to, like, where should Trey play? I care more about his health than anything. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But it's a legitimate question. Like, when he does come back, who is going to be the odd man out? I don't know, but hey, guess what? That was the same sort of idea when Taijuan Walker came back. All right, here comes Burleson, or Crawford, I should say, Brandon Crawford, and the 0-1 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out over towards right field, and that ball's not coming back. It's gone. Crawford able to take Aaron Nola out to right field, and the Cardinals strike back and get a solo shot that went 410 feet. By the way, Anthony Sanfilippo just reported that Edmundo Sosa's home run was the first by a Philly to go onto Ashburn Alley since Derek Hall did it in July of 2022. It's 3-1, and the pitch is fouled away over towards the third base side, and that will find the seats. That was the first hit, too, allowed by Nola. The ball's one strike, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Trey comes back when healthy. He gets his position back. You play when you're paid. It's a good take. And the 1-1 is taken on the outside corner for a strike. But see, if they asked him, okay, if they were like, Trey, would you be willing to play left field? How would you feel about that? The 1-2 on the way, and that is skied out over towards shallow right field. Castellanos is on the run, and he goes into the sun, and he's there to make the grab. And Michael Ciani is going to come on up to the plate. It amazes me how fast these athletes can bounce back from nasty injuries. Yeah, he again, you want him to take his time because he had some sort of a setback. So the number one thing is to get him back healthy. And this team is in no particular hurry to get him back. And it is what it is, take your time. That's all I ask. First pitch was fouled off. The Diamondbacks have a 1-0 lead in the top of the first out in New York against the Mets. The 0-1 pitch, and that's downstairs. Jock Peterson was able to get the RBI single to put them up 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next one is in there for strike 2. I got a new cable for my headphones. Are we still hearing that little tick? Please let me know, because I really hope not. And the pitch, way up high. I'm sure Sosa could play outfield even if he never did. It's correct. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the inside corner, called strike 3. And Michael Ciani goes down looking on strikes. It was a nice four-seam, that was a sinker. That was really more of a sinker that just caught the inner third of the plate. Nola did a good job of just pinning it on that inside corner. Hasn't really thrown the sinker too much on strike 3s to get batters out over his last 3 games, but that was a good one there. And we flip back to the top of the order as Carpenter takes it inside. Doesn't wear the batting gloves. He's one of those guys that just doesn't like to wear the gloves. He's been a really solid St. Louis Cardinal ever since he came into the league. And the 1-0 is taken on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. His average this year is at .243. He has 1 homer and 4 runs batted in. this season, and he's now 38 years old. And the 1-1 delivery is chopped foul. Ended up getting his first homer in his last game against the Cincinnati Reds. That was his first homer this year. And career-wise, that was home run number 176. The pitch, fouled off. His lifetime average is at 260. Came up with the Cardinals back in 2011. He's now 38 years old. The next pitch, that's taken for a ball, so it's now a 2-2 count. St. Louis, by the way, they're 5 games behind Milwaukee in the NL Central standings. And the Phillies will host the Brewers from Monday to Wednesday. Nola on the bump. Comes set and delivers a chopper that's just fouled towards first. Aaron with 39 pitches. He retired the first 6 batters that he faced, but he did allow a leadoff homer in the top of the third against Brandon Crawford. And the 2-2 is skied over towards the first base area. Harper does give it a look, and it goes out of play. And while somebody caught it, she's wearing her hat backwards, and she's like with her friend, and she just went to go hug her. That was really cool. She's like, I really caught that foul ball. Yes, you did. 40 total pitches for Nola. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup that was low and away. And Aaron Nola gets back-to-back strikeouts, and we head to the bottom of the third inning. Phillies up 3-1 against the Birds. Halftime rate tonight. Yeah, I'll try to do it a little bit later. It's hard to do it for baseball. Like for basketball and for the other sports, it's so easy to just do it during halftime. But with baseball, it's only like 2-minute breaks, like in between innings. And everybody, of course, like wants to come on and like not really miss a lot of the action. So, I think that we'll try to do it. We'll definitely try to rate them tonight. But yeah, it's not so easy. Phillies are 4th in runners in scoring position. Okay, so again, the question for the poll is who is the best team, are the Phillies the best team in baseball? Okay, 15% of you have said no. We have 97 votes. If you haven't provided your answer down below, I would really like to know who you really think the best team in baseball is, if it's not the Phillies. Some of you have said the Yankees. One person said the Cardinals. Maybe there's other people that I didn't see either, but I really would just like to know who do you think is the best? We're like, how many games into this? We're about a quarter of the way done on the season, so where do we stand? I think so. The Phillies are great. No quicks tonight. Think the new cable worked. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Eric says, yes, the Phillies. Dave says, sorry, brother, I subbed, but I had to unsub. I can't be number 2666. Soon as it goes to 2666, I will resub. Okay. The 1-0 pitch, and that's fly it over towards right field. And there to make the grab out in right is Carlson. So that was Kyle Schwarber that was up to bat. And he just lined out over to right field. Oh, I'm in trouble, guys. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What's up, Snow? All right, here we go. Swing on the smash, hit over towards third base, and the throw over to first by Arenado is in time. It was really a bouncer. And 2 up, 2 down on just 2 pitches. That was JT that just grounded out over to third, and here comes Bryce Harper. Phillies have only seen 2 pitches in this inning. Mikolas had 40 pitches coming into the bottom of the third. Do we still hear that noise? Please let me know in the background. Here comes Bryce Harper, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. The changeup was at 86. Are those Cookie Monster eyes on the shin guards that he has? That's weird. The count's now 1-1. Huh. I've never seen anything like that. He also has white batting gloves, too. Definitely shows off the fashion. I love that about him. The 1-1 delivery, and that swung on and missed. Mikolas, when he faces the first, or when he faces the batters for the first time, hitters are batting .267. The second time, they're batting a little bit more towards the 300 mark. 1-2, and the pitch is a breaking ball that's in the dirt. I don't hear any popping from your headphones, JJ. Sounds good. That's good. 2-2 on the way. Line drive. Hit out over to right field for a base hit. Carlson's going to have to let it go all the way over towards the wall. The throw over to second base is off the line, and Harper slides into second base. There we go. That pitch was right down the middle, too, when Harper just hustled out of the batter's box and gave it all that he had. Make a good slide over to second. He looks like he's in the zone tonight. And a big 2-out double. Now it's Alec Boehm's turn to come on up. By the way, that's Bryce's 10th double of the season. And Boehm was able to get on his last time up. Takes a strike on the outside edge of the plate. The NL goes through Philadelphia. The AL, I think, will wind up going through Houston. I think that they're going to wind up going through Baltimore. I do. And the pitch is inside for a ball. But I think that this is Houston's last year. Before they have a little bit of a downfall. That's just me, though. And I'm not saying it's going to be like a drastic downfall. I just don't know if they're going to be like the top team in the AL after this year. If they are. And the 1-1 is sliced foul. Boehm's average with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position is at .414 with 3 homers and 25 RBI. And the 1-2 misses outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Harper leads off over at second, and the 2-2 on the way. Grounder hit over to shortstop, backhanded by Crawford, and the Gold Glover throws it over to first. And the inning does come to an end. Just a 2-out double by Bryce Harper, that's it. And Burleson, Goldschmidt, and Gorman are going to come on up as we head to the top of the 4th. Phillies still lead at 3-1. Okay. There we go. Have an itchy nose. All right. The Yankees are the only other legit contender for the title. I disagree. I think that the Orioles, the Yankees, and the Astros are the other 3 teams. Everybody's sleeping on Cleveland now, but I just don't think that they can keep this up, and that's just how I feel. Huh. That's weird. Now it's up to 7. The Guardians. I need to get through June to say that we're the best. The schedule gets tougher real fast. That's why I asked, who do you think is the best right now? All right, good. You guys don't hear the popping. That's great. Another $5 donation from Jason. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Everybody's more than welcome to hit that subscribe button and to hit the super chat button, man. It's the button that's right next to where you comment on the live chat. So I think this year is the downfall for the Astros. I think it's next year. I think that they have one more year where they're going to be a title contender, and then next year, I'm not saying that it's going to be drastic. I still think that they're going to be a playoff team, but it's going to get tougher. We're in the top of the fourth, and the pitch thrown by Nola is taken outside by Alec Burleson. His average is at 288. He has a 319 on-base percentage and a 425 slugging percentage. And the 1-1 on the way, and that is dribbled over towards third. Bohm comes charging in over towards home plate, throws it over to first, and there's one gone. It's just like clockwork. Quick, quick, quick. Love it. You think that the Astros can be considered the best team in the league? They got off to a slow start this year, but they've been doing pretty good. They really have. I don't know if they're the best right now, but they're contenders. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Jordan Alvarez and Kyle Tucker have had phenomenal seasons so far. 1 ball, no strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitch, he pops this one up and skies it over towards shallow right center, but stop backpedals, and he's there to make the catch just on the outfield grass. There's now 2 away. The reason we are the best team is they are not playing swing for the fences every time, singles, doubles, and solid pitching. As long as they pick each other up, we are going to cruise straight into the NLCS. That's an interesting take. The pitch, and that's taken low and outside for a ball. The dude's here! Now we can start. What's up, the dude? How you doing, man? 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, a knuckle curve that swung on and missed. Love it. The trash throws. Astros are 4-6 in their last 10. Over their last 10 games, yes, they are. I'm saying that they started to get hot. They've cooled off a little bit. I will give you that. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nolan Gorman. Nola on the mound, and the 2-1 delivery is in there for strike 2. They did lose 3 of 4 to the Mariners, but they won their last series against the A's. They lost the series before that against the Angels, and then they got hot. They were hot before that. The 2-2 on the way. There's a grounder pulled over towards the right side. Stott has it, throws it over to first, and there's another 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Nola. Then we head to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies are coming up to bat. They lead it 3-1. How is Sasquatch tonight? He's how is he? He had an RBI ground out, so he was able to get a run home. But yeah, Dr. Shelly Solomon, how you doing? Thanks so much for the $20 donation. Wow, unbelievable. That's wild, man. Thank you so much, Dr. Solomon. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. All love coming my way, all the way to you. Thank you for being a supporter of Play by Play with JJ. They're well under 500. Yeah, they're 25-32. Yeah, they got off to such a bad start. They lost 12 or 13. What was it, 13 of their first 15 games? Yes, I get it. But stats don't lie, but they don't really tell the full truth either. They actually, now that I look at it, I should have said this before, but they won 4 of their first 15 games. Yeah. So they did not have a good start. But from May 11th till now, they've been playing better. I don't know. They have the reputation. They can turn it on at any time. I still think that they're contenders now. I do. If you don't think that the Astros are going to be trying to compete for the AL West, I don't know what to tell you. That's a different story. But there are people that have said that. The pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball to Bryson Stott. Thanks so much again, Dr. Solomon. I appreciate that super chat. Means more than words. The 1-0 to Stott in the air, hit out over towards left field. It's going back towards the track, and Burleson's there to make the catch. He turned over the wrong shoulder and then did a little 180 and was just able to catch it right at the belt and just go right on into the wall. That's unbelievable. I thought maybe it had a chance of going out, but it stayed in the yard, and Castellanos is coming up to bat. Sure, they can be contenders, but that's not the poll question. That's true. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop, and Crawford spins, turns, goes over to first, and there is out number 2. Castellanos almost got it through the hole, and Brandon Crawford just continues to flash the leather. He took away a base hit from Nick Castellanos and was able to make a diving stop and throw it over to first in the nick of time. And now Brandon Marsh is coming up to bat. That is true, what you said. I don't think that they're the best team in baseball right now, but I think that they're still contenders. Comes Brandon Marsh, and the pitch is taken on the outside corner for a strike. I would love, and I don't know about you guys, I would love to see a Phillies-Astros rematch. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. I would take the Orioles. I would take the Astros. I would take either one. The Yankees, I'd take them too. And the 1-1, and that's fouled back. But my top 2 preferred teams in the World Series matchup as a Phillies opponent would be the Astros and the Orioles. The 1-2 pitch, and that's popped foul out of play. Marsh's average against the Cardinals is .440, and he has 2 homers, 6 runs batted in those 8 games against St. Louis. The pitch, high for ball 2. Phillies-Orioles would be fun. I think so too. I don't care who they play, get there. See, that's why I like hardcore. That's why I like hardcore. Because all he cares about is getting there. And I agree with that. Good stuff. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, and that's taken low for a ball. It actually was heading towards the dirt. And the count is now full. Hater love the City Connect uniforms. I don't mind them. I don't mind them. Are they my favorite? No. Do I really dislike them? Not necessarily. I'm sort of indifferent on it. The 3-2 on the way, and there's a chopper that's hooked foul over towards the first base side. Mikolas still on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a full count to Marsh. And the next pitch on the inside corner called strike 3. And, well, the 4th inning does come to an end. And we head to the top of the 5th. Phillies have a 3-1 advantage against the St. Louis Cardinals. And we head to the top of the 5th. Okay. So Marsh struck out looking. What's up, Sam? Sam's here. If I missed a super chat, I apologize. Please let me know if I missed one. But again, shout out to Jason. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Dr. Solomon. If you guys want to super chat, you're more than welcome to do it. More than welcome to. All right. Top of the 5th inning. How many old-time baseball fans do we have on here? And what I mean by that is, guys that have followed, or gals, or anybody that has followed Major League Baseball since, I'll say, at least the 1970s. I don't mean to show anybody's age. But the reason why I'm asking is because, I've been doing some research about Willie McCovey. Okay? And I've been thinking about, I don't know why, I guess that because the Phillies were playing against the Giants and it was sort of in my head. I feel like a lot of people talk about how great Willie Mays was. But Willie McCovey, it seemed like, and correct me if I'm wrong, because this is what I want to know. It seemed like to me that Willie McCovey was such a beloved Giant, but he also, even though he was a first ballot Hall of Famer, he wasn't as loved, I don't want to say loved, from a national media perspective, but I don't think he got the recognition that he deserved from a national media representation. So please correct me if I'm wrong with that. All right, 1 ball, no strikes to Nola and Arenado in the next pitch, and that's going to be blooped over towards right field, but Stott's on the run, and he's there to make the catch for out number 1. Arenado was able to pop that one out, exposing old heads. Hernandez is retired from BB. He's an affront. He is an affront to MLB. The dude says I'm old, JJ. I don't want to see another Yankees and Phillies or Astros or Phillies too. I don't know what that means, but the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Ivan Herrera has a .264 average, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in as well. And the 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Me since 1995. Nice. So did any of you see Willie McCovey play? The ball's 2 strikes. With 1 out in the top of the 5th, Nola gets set and delivers, and it just misses outside. What's going on, Linda? Willie McCovey was great to watch. Big smile and big personality. Yeah, that's what I've seen. And the 1-2 is up high for ball 2. But I also know that injuries were a problem that he had to deal with. He had knee problems, I saw, when he played for the Giants. And they had him at first. Then they also had him in the outfield as well. That's all correct, right? The 2-2. Line drive. Leaping catch by Bryson Stott. And there's 2 outs. Stott with the athleticism and showing it off in front of the Philly fan base. That was awesome. Stott just able to make a nice acrobatic catch and got right on off his feet. And Herrera is out. Comes Brandon Crawford, and he takes the pitch for a strike. Larry said, excuse me, I saw McCovey's last stolen base. He was big and slow, but Phil's pitcher Randy Lurch forgot that he was on base and went into full windup. Wow. The pitch, line drive, hit out over to center field for a base hit. And there's a 2-out single by Brandon Crawford. Was able to hit that one back up the middle. Going back to that, nice catch by Stott there. Not many second basemen can make that type of a catch. I'll put it to you that way. So there's 2 outs, and we have a runner over at first. Now it's Dylan Carlson who's up to bat, and he takes a ball. Carlson flied out in the third. His average is at 135, and he's still looking for his first RBI on the season. And the next pitch, and that's chopped foul. The hot corner says, I went to Shea to see the Mets play against the Giants back in the 70s. I saw Willie, okay? But cannot remember if Willie McCovey played. I should have said it. I saw Willie Mays play, but I can't remember if Willie McCovey played. Okay. Next pitch, and now it's a 2-1 count to Dylan Carlson. Tying run at the plate. We're in the top of the 5th, 2 outs and a runner over at first, and the 2-1 on the way, and there's a changeup that misses downstairs. Eric Lovely says, before my time, but I did see Bake McBride, Mike Schmidt, and Gary Maddox hit home runs at the Vet. That's cool. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. Thought I heard that McCovey also had like a long home run at Connie Mack. I don't know, I'm just into it because, you know, there's been like all this talk about integrating stats from what they called at the time. They called it the Negro League. And it just like got me thinking about, you know, like a lot of players that played from like the 40s and even earlier. And the Phillies, of course, played against the Giants. They just played against them. So I've been sort of trying to do more research on Willie McCovey himself. And others too. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning to Dylan Carlson. And the 3-2 on the way, and that is lined foul over towards the first base side. And I think it went underneath the foul ball netting, and a fan got it. Always thought that McCovey was overshadowed and underrated. And it's weird to say that because he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. But I know that he dealt with a lot of injuries. And I know that Willie Mays, of course, played on the team too. But that's why I wanted to ask you guys, for those of you that actually did get to see him or have like or know about him, if that's true. The pitch, and that's taken for ball 4. Looked like it was on the upper tier of the zone, and Nola didn't get the call that time. But Carlson gets on with a walk. So Crawford got on with a single. He's over at second, and Carlson walks, and here comes Michael Ciani in the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side, gobbled up by Stott. The flip over to first, and Ciani's out. All right, well, there was a little bit of a 2-out rally by the Cardinals, and Nola is able to just stomp all over them and end the rally as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 Phillies lead it against the Cardinals. integrating the Negro League stats makes Josh Gibson possibly the best player ever. Yes. Orlando Cepeda as well. They were both overshadowed by Willie Mays. Yeah. Well, people also talk about too. In what was it? It was the 1962 World Series that if McCovey's line drive was just hit a little bit higher, some people believe that his legacy would be different. And I guess that we'll never know. I don't really know if like a moment like that defines somebody's legacy, because that guy was a 6-time All-Star and he had over 500 home runs and he had a great career. But I know that other people feel that way, and it's just interesting to me. You know, that's how sports go. The oldest Hall of Famer I saw was Mike Piazza. Juan Marichal, another overlooked giant. Gaylord Perry, another really good giant too. Yeah, Orlando Cepeda. I don't know if Willie Mays and Willie McCovey were even friends. I'm sure that they were friendly, but I wonder if they both like got along. I don't know. Like, these things have just been popping into my head. Who's your all-time favorite baseball player? There's another question I'll throw out at you guys. If you are just coming on here, hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Edmundo Sosa's up to bat. He had a 2-run homer his last time up, and the 0-1 pitch to Edmundo is low and outside, and it's taken for a ball. Will Clark. The 1-1, and that swung on and missed. Cal Ripken, Ryan Howard. Cal Ripken's a good one. I loved Howard too. This is why I like this community, because we have different generations of people who grew up on different generations of baseball, but yet we're all tuning in and we have the same love. I think that that's so powerful. The 1-2 is fouled back. And the next pitch, and that's taken outside and low for ball 2. Miles has gone 4 innings so far. He's allowed 3 earned runs, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and has not surrendered a walk just yet. And the 2-2 is popped foul and out of play. Paul says, my oldest memory is the 1971 All-Star Game. A lot of homers. Reggie Jackson hit the light tower. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Will Clark. I got you. 2-2, and that's taken for a ball. Another giant that was overlooked. In Larry's opinion. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. How about that nasty slider by Miles Mikolas, who records his 4th strikeout today. There's back-to-back strikeouts. Will Clark. Will the thrill. Comes Yohan Rojas, who hits this one over towards the right side on the ground. And the throw over to first is made in plenty of time. It was a nice play by Gorman, who was over at second. 214 people tuning in. Let's get to 214 likes. Let's go. Don't forget, if you want to hit the super chat button, you're more than welcome to do that by donating on YouTube. If you are tuning in on Facebook or on any other social media platform, come on over to YouTube. Make a Gmail account if you can. And that's where I will read your comments, because that's where we have a lot of people coming on. Comes Kyle Schwarber up to bat. Nobody on base in the bottom of the 5th. And there's 2 outs. The pitch to Schwarber is upstairs for ball 1. Who else? Who else do we like watching, or who else is our favorite baseball player? The 1-0 is taken up high for ball 2. Against left-handed pitching, Schwarber's average is at 341 now with 5 homers and 17 RBI. And the next pitch, and that was not even close to the zone, but it's called a strike. Philadelphia looking for their 40th win of the season. They're 39-18. The pitch, change up that swung on and missed. Kyle certainly had to swing at that one because it was sort of in the same spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With nobody on and 2 outs, and the next pitch to Kyle. And that curveball was at the knees, but it's called a ball. I don't really know if Ivan Hernandez or Herrera was able to frame it perfectly, but regardless, the 3-2 is bounced foul. How about this? Kyle Schwarber's average in the month of May. I don't know if anybody would have ever guessed it. It's at 307. If you thought that he was going to hit 307 in the month of May, that's wild. 3-2 pitch, and that's fouled. .307 in the month of May. Who would have really thought that? Did anybody actually think that that would be a thing? He has 3 homers and 18 RBI in this month, and this guy is batting .246, which for his standards is incredible. 3-2 pitch, wide for ball 4, and Schwarber gets on via walk. So we'll go on over to first. And a good job by Kyle. We're going to get it tonight. I like that. My greatest memory is camera day at the vet, getting pictures and meeting all the players of the 1980s, says Pat. It's pretty good. I know, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, Hot Corner? The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch to JT is just a little bit outside. Hot Corner says, yes, Schwarbs has been getting deeper into counts, which has helped. Yeah, he's been, honestly, for a leadoff hitter, he's been doing pretty good. And the 1-1 is low and outside for ball 2. He's getting more singles, and he's getting a lot of walks. He's still doing his thing, man. He is. Vanessa! What's up, Vanessa? How you doing? George Brett, Jimmy Rollins, and Chase Utley are my favorite players. Love that. The 2-1 to JT is sliced foul and out of play. Good stuff. Phillies lead a 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Marsh had an RBI ground out, and Edmundo Sosa hit a 2-run home run in the same inning, and that was in the bottom of the 3rd. Disengagement as Mikolas looks back over to first base, and, well, Kyle Schwarber, he does have 4 stolen bases on the season, so you kind of do have to keep your eye on him. 2-2 pitch to JT, and there's a bouncer. Hit over to shortstop. Crawford fields it, throws it over to second base, and the inning does come to an end. No runs, just a 2-out walk to Kyle Schwarber. And we've already played 5 innings and head to the top of the 6th. Schwarber's going to hit 200 for 5 months and 307 for 1 month. Ugh, Larry, come on. Why? Why'd you have to spill the truth? We're just trying to have fun. Plus, June is not even here yet. It's tomorrow. June's tomorrow. Ugh. Don't ruin my fun. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. The Rays lead at 1-0 in the top of the third. Pirates and Blue Jays are scoreless in the top of the fifth. Larry said, oof, spoiler. So the Rays are beating the Orioles 1-0. That's in the top of the third. The Diamondbacks are now losing to the Mets. Starling Marte had a bases-clearing triple, and the Mets lead it now 5-3 in the top of the third. But the Cardinals look like they have something possibly cooking. The Tigers have a 1-0 lead out in Boston at Fenway Park in the top of the fourth. Marlins lead at 4-0 in the bottom of the third. And that's versus the Texas Rangers. Guardians up 2-0, and that's in Cleveland at Progressive Field against the Nationals. And then the Braves are playing at Truist Park, and they are up 3-0 against Oakland. And then after that, well, we got 6 more games coming up tonight. The Reds did beat the Chicago Cubs earlier today, 5-4. Nola back out there on the hill for the 6th inning. Cardinals have only put up 1 run today, and Nola has been very dominant on the mound. It's now 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Top of the order due up for the Cards. And it's Matt Carpenter who's going to lead things off. And the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Good knuckle curve thrown by Nola that landed at the knees. Doug Eddings, the home plate umpire, has been calling the balls and the strikes tonight behind the plate. And the 0-1, and he went around, says Doug Eddings. Didn't even have to appeal. Nothing. Pitch spelled nothing but trouble. Mikolas with 85 pitches on 3 earned runs allowed in 5 innings, and Nola has been out dueling him. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Nola. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 6th. It's 79 degrees out at Citizens Bank Park. Now Burleson will get his 3rd try against Nola. He gets set and fires low. First of all, I thought Stream Elements said, or gave a notification and said, thanks for unsubscribing, Rick. What's up, Rick? Thanks so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it, man. And the bitch, and that's in there for a strike. Falco says, one of the best Phillies memories is touring Citizens Bank Park back in 2009 to 2010. The Fanatic put my head up his jersey. It didn't smell nice. Oh, man. And getting to ask Placido Polanco, too. It was nice. It didn't smell nice. 1-1, and that's outside for ball 2. That's wild. Didn't smell nice. The 2-1 pitch, grounder, hit over towards second base. Stott fields it and throws across the diamond to get the second out made. Nola has now retired the last, I should say, let's say 11 out of the last 12 batters that he has faced. Jordan Vyers yesterday had 3 homers in a win versus Lakeland and ended up going 4 for 4 in the Phillies minor league system. That's impressive. The pitch to Goldschmidt is on the outside corner for a strike. Ball's average, just at 222. 7 homers and 22 RBI. And the 0-1 is in there for strike 2. Man, Nola's been really attacking the strike zone today and has just been mowing down these hitters left and right. The 0-2 pitch. And that's skied over towards the third base side. Bohm gives it a look, and it goes out of play in about the 4th row or so. Aaron Nola's 30 years old. Last time he pitched against the Cardinals, he went 6 innings, allowed 2 earned runs. It was just solo homers that he allowed. And he struck out 3 batters. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in each of his last 4 outings. The pitch. And that's low once again. He has 79 pitches, though. So, maybe he has 1 more inning in him. One-two. And that's bounced foul. It actually hit the foot of Goldschmidt. Last time that Nola pitched, he went 6 innings against the Rockies. That was on Saturday, May 25th. Just allowed 2 earned runs and 2 walks. Nola gets set and fires, and that time it misses low. Everybody says that Nola has given up a lot of home runs, but did you know that in each of his last 5 outings combined, he's only allowed 2 homers? That's it. 2-2 pitch. That's taken outside and low for ball 3. But in each outing in April, he allowed a homer in every single start except for the first one. 3-2 pitch, and that is ripped foul towards left field. 154 votes. If you have not hit the vote button, make sure you do that. Vote on who the best team in baseball is. If you think it's the Phillies, say yes. If you don't think it's the Phillies, say no. That's 40%. Yeah, it is. 3-2, and that's fouled off. Just wait till the postseason. The postseason? Did pretty good last postseason. The payoff pitch from Nola, and that misses outside and low for ball 4. And a 2-out walk allowed by Nola. That's just his 2nd walk allowed today. In my opinion, he's our weakest starter. Well, hold up. You think that Taijuan Walker is better than Aaron Nola? The pitch, and that's taken low for a ball. Bro, Taijuan Walker is such a polarizing player. The 1-0 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. Castellanos backs up over towards the warning track, and he's there to make the catch. And, well, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies lead it 3-1 as Harper will come on up. He said that Walker's not even a starter. Well, he is. He's in the 5-man rotation, my guy. He is. Dave says, my favorite game I was at was the night that Pete Rose broke Stan Musial's 3,359 hit record. It was the best overall memory, was sharing the moment. We won the World Series in 2008 and getting to share it with my son. I love that. That's awesome. Wheeler, Nola, and Ranger are all ones. I agree with that. I think that's so awesome, Dave. I do. Share that for the rest of your life, you know? Cherish that. You shouldn't be. Well, he is, so that's just a fact right now. We can debate on whether or not he should be, so... Bro, somebody actually messaged me and said that Taijuan Walker actually... Like, I've been getting so many extremes about Taijuan Walker that he should be off the team, that he should be traded, and then I have these diehards that have been coming at me, and they're like, Taijuan Walker should be our ace. I'm like, what? What's going on? I had two people message me the other day that said Taijuan Walker should be our ace. Bro, there's just so many extremes when it comes to this fan base. Like, I love it, but oh my gosh. It's just so comical to me. All right, we're in the bottom of the sixth, and Harper's up to bat, and he takes the first pitch high, the next pitch, and that's outside for ball two. Miles Mikolas on the mound once again for the Cardinals. He has 87 pitches. Walker's nowhere close. Yeah. The 2-0 pitch. Line drive. Hit out over to center field for a base hit. And Bryce Harper gets on for his second hit of the day. Nice job by Bryce. He doubled in his last at-bat, which was in the third inning. And he comes through with a single. Walker is try guy. He tries. I'm not saying that. It's just that there's just so many extremes when it comes to this. When it comes to Taijuan Walker. Here comes Alec Bowman to pitch. Ground ball hit over to second base. The backhanded flip over to shortstop. There's one in the throw over to first in time. That was a bang play by Nolan Gorman, who just gloved it right behind the back and was able to flip it over to Brandon Crawford and make it look so easy. And Bohm did hit it sharply, just in the wrong spot. Trade Soto and Sanchez. Not Christopher Sanchez. I'm not even going to get into it right now. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Jason, thanks so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that so much, dude. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Stott has flied out twice today. And the 1-1, he skies this one over towards left field, and it drifts out of play. Rhys Hoskins did return from the injured list, and he will be facing the Phillies when the Brewers come to town next week. And the 1-2, and that's taken outside and low for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Mikolas comes set, winds up, and delivers, and Stott pops it up. And thank goodness it's a foul ball. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Mr. Dino says, I remember back in 2022 when I was watching the Phillies play the Padres when we won, and we're going to the World Series, and I was screaming, let's go. I sat there crying in front of my mom. It's another cool moment. I love that. Next pitch, and that is up high and outside, and the count is now full. The payoff pitch to Stott, swing and a miss. And the inning comes to an end. So a single by Bryce. Bohm then grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. And Stott strikes out. And we head to the top of the 7th. JJ. It's because when Turnbull was in the rotation, he came in, when he was thriving, I think he meant to say, in the rotation, he came in and replaced him. This is why he's polarizing this year. I get it. I understand. But now, here's something else to think about now. If Edmundo Sosa gets taken out of the lineup and Trey Turner, not his fault, comes back from the injury and he starts struggling, is Trey Turner going to get the same treatment that Taijuan Walker has gotten for the Phillies if he struggles? Is that a fair question? Is that a fair question? Because I don't think that he should. But I think he will. I think that fans are going to say, if Edmundo Sosa is taken out of the lineup, then people are not going to start liking Trey Turner. Nola was a 4.46 ERA pitcher at the end of last season. Does that sound like a number 2 starter to you? What was his postseason ERA in User 1? That's the one I care about. What was his postseason ERA? That's all I want to know. Trey is the better player, so not for me. But wasn't Taijuan Walker the better player compared to Spencer Turnbull coming into this year? Isn't that a fair argument? I'm just curious. Chime into this conversation. Okay, then. There we go. That's all I care about. Whatever that postseason ERA was, he was lights out in the postseason. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Not this year. I disagree with that. All right, we're in the top of the 7th. It's 3-1 Phillies. No balls, 1 strike in the next pitch. And it's a check swing. He did go, though, says Junior Valentine. Coming into this year, Taijuan Walker, on paper, was the better player. They got Turnbull to just give them another couple of innings. The next pitch, and that's taken for a strike. There's Matt Strahm warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Has the best ERA on the Phillies team. And the 1-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It is a fair ball. It actually went off the top of the foul pole. And it's gone. I thought maybe it was going to slice foul. And Arenado just hit it out towards the left field foul pole. And it's now 3-2. It was a hanging knuckle curve, and Arenado extended his arms. Just got it. It hit the foul pole square on. And it's 3-2. Did I say Spencer Howard? I meant to say Spencer Turnbull. Ivan Herrera is up to bat. Arenado just hit a home run. His average now at 259. And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Two solo shots allowed by Nola. 93 total pitches. Nothing in 2 is the count. And the 0-2 pitch fouled back. The Diamondbacks just got a run back. It was 5-3, and now it's 5-4 out in New York. No balls, 2 strikes. the pitch, a knuckle curve that's taken low and outside for a ball. I think that this is probably going to be, I would assume, Nola's last batter, because even though he does have Carlson in the hole and he's a lefty, Crawford's a lefty too. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out and went with a knuckle curve that was outside and low. 6 Ks for Nola. And Rob Thompson is going to go out there. And he's going to pull the plug, and Matt Strom's going to come on in. Well, my theory was right. All right. Well, we have a pitch and change in the top of the 7th inning. And Aaron Nola's night is done. He pitched really well today overall. Did a very good job. Just allowed the 2 solo homers. And those were 2 of the 3 hits that he allowed. All right. Be right back. The Phillies will be right back, I should say. All right, we're gonna go raid Philly halftime. We'll do that now because Nick gave us that idea, and I think that now is a good time to do it. So let's halftime. Let's give him all the love and the support. He'll be doing the game tomorrow night. You can follow him. Yeah, I'm trying to do multiple things at once. Everyone drink. Good reminder there. Very good reminder. Philly halftime. Let's hurry up with this. Come on, come on. All right, we'll go say hi to Philly halftime. Is this skeleton is there? All right, let's go say hi to halftime real quickly. Click on that link down below. Hardcore for all beat me to it. Nice. Good job. It wouldn't allow me to paste the thingy in there. There we go. Good stuff. Oh, wait, that's just his page. That's just his page. Here's the link. Don't click on that link. That's... Yo, yo, yo. Mike Green is there. Look at Mike. Raid incoming. Larry's there. Nice. Good stuff. That's beautiful. We love it. All right. Top of the 7th. Phillies lead at 3-2. And Matt Strom is going to come on in. His ERA is at .81. He did get the loss his last time that he pitched against the Giants. That was in extra innings, but he allowed a run to score, and that was just the ghost runner. The pitch, and that's taken, looked like it was inside for a ball. Mason Wynn is pinch hitting for the Cardinals. And the next one is in there for a strike. Wynn is 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter this year with a strikeout and a walk allowed. 0-1 is the count. And the next pitch, and that's fouled away over towards the first base side, and the count is 0-2. Don't forget to like and subscribe on Philly Halftime Stream. Let's go. Have a good turnout over there. It's great. Good stuff. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strom gets set, kicks, fires, and it's fouled back. Wynn is on an 18-game hitting streak, and during that time, his average is at .368 with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. The 1-2 delivery, and that ball is hit out over towards left field. It will stay in the yard as Marsh backpedals and will make the catch just shy of the warning track for the second out recorded. Ugh. Now Dylan Carlson will come on up to bat. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icons, baby. 2 outs, bases empty, and the pitch, and that's upstairs for a ball. He is our 4th best starter when it comes to ERA. It's true. Statistically speaking, but eye test wise, that's different. Next pitch, and that's fouled off. But hey, you know, I like having these conversations, man. I like it when we don't agree on things. I don't always like agreeing with people. That's just me. And the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, did he go? And the first base umpire appealed no swing. It was a strike, but it's a 2-1 count. And the next pitch, up high for ball 3. Tonight's attendance, 44,742. Another sellout crowd. The 3-1 on the way, swing and a miss. Wow. It was a good pitch to throw, too. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Matt Strom comes in, and he's able to shut the door. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. He went with a fastball right down the middle, and Carlson could not catch up to it. And that's how we end the 7th inning. It was awesome. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. Here's what I want to know. In 1939, on this day, the Phillies played their first night home game. They did it against the Pirates, and the Pirates won. But what was the score? What was the score of the game? It was the first Phillies night home game. The Pirates won, and it was back in 1939. What was the final score of that game? Just guess. 1-0. Incorrect. 5-2. Good job, Hart. Good job. Good job, Dr. MP. Good job. Nice job. 5-2. You got it. It was 5-2. Pirates won 6-4. That is maybe in another life. But no. 5-2 is correct. You got it. Kyle Lehigh is going to come on in to pitch for the St. Louis Cardinals. Miles Mikolas, his night is done. Good job. I figured that was a good one. Castellanos will come on up to the plate for the Phils. And the pitch, fly ball, hit out over towards center field. And Carlson was on the run. He was there to make the grab. Or excuse me, not Carlson. Michael Ciani was there to make the catch, but sort of had to extend his arms. And Brandon Marsh is coming up to bat. Can't believe Dr. MP got it. I'm surprised. You guys are good at this, man. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Phillies lost the first night game in MLB history. They lost the first night game too, or was it the first, or did it just so happen that the first night game was that game? 1-1 strike to Brandon Marsh. Lehigh on the bump. And the next pitch is in there for strike 2. He's 26 years old, Lehigh. He's from Boulder, Connecticut. His earned run average sits at 4.4. And the 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses low for ball 2. Hasn't faced the Phillies. In his last outing, he just lasted a third of an inning and gave up an earned run on 2 hits against the Reds. 2-2 pitch to Marsh, swinging to smash it out over towards left field, and that goes over the head of Burleson. Actually went off his glove, and Marsh will jog on into second base and get himself a 1-out double in the bottom of the 7th inning. That was awesome. Marsh able to just twist it and turn it out over to left field. Burleson turned over the shoulder. It went off the tip of the glove. I did. I said that it was the first Phillies night game. But Larry's saying that the Phillies lost the first night game ever. That was a different game. The pitch, and that's taken in on the inside corner for a strike. Phillies could have played somewhere else, just not in Philadelphia. Sosa had a 2-run homer earlier in the ball game, and the 0-1 grounder hit over to shortstop, knocked down by Wynn, and the throw across the diamond is in time. So, does anybody know if Brandon Crawford left the game with an injury, or what happened? Or was it just because of a lefty on righty? The Phillies were good at losing. Yeah. Here we go. Yohan Rojas comes up in the pitch. Ground ball in between the 3-4 hole out into right field for a base hit. Marsh is going to dive on in to score, and he gets through. 4-2 Philadelphia. The ball gets away from the catcher. It goes over towards the backstop, and Rojas able to go over to second base. 4-2 Philadelphia. That was awesome. Sometimes you just put it in the right spot and good things happen. And the throw was not even close to the plate. That was big. So they're going to score that as an RBI single and probably an error as well on the catcher. And we have time called on the mound. And, well, Ali Marmol is going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Lehigh. So his day comes to an end. 4-2, another pitch and change. So they call it a single by Yohan Rojas. And then Rojas went over to second base. Okay. Just saying, how do we not have over 100 likes? That's a really good question. That's a great question. We got 261 people tuning in. That's a great question. I love that. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. That's all you got to do. Let's get to over 200 likes, but first we got to get 100. Yes. Phillies are the are the losingest team. Is that even a word? Phillies are the losingest team in the history of team sports on Earth. I'd argue if we're talking about losing percentages. Never mind. I was going to say the Sixers, but that is incorrect. Even though recently they've had better years. Before that, though, they were really, really bad. 265 likes, or 265 people watching. 102 likes. We got to 100. Let's get to 200. Let's go. Keep that like button going up. Just keep liking. Just keep liking. Just keep liking. What do? We like. I was finding the email. I don't know why that was stuck in my head. Smells good. I wonder what my mom's cooking. Smells good. All in the past, though. That's true, not a joke. In professional sports, the Sixers. Yeah. On ball, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber, and Matthew Liberatore is on the bump. 17 games this year, has a 5.27 ERA. Phillies have had some success against them. And the 1-0, that was outside, but it's a called strike, man. Schwarber has just not been getting some good calls by Doug Eddings. Phillies have been around since 1883. That's true. Play-by-play with Dory. The 1-1 to Schwarber, swinging a miss, and Schwarber's helmet came flying off. Rojas over at second. Alvarado getting warmed up in the Phillies bullpen, and he'll pitch the 8th inning for the Titans. And time is called. First day out of bed since 3 days ago. Due to the flu, let's get the W. I'm happy that you're back, man. That deserves a celebration. And the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to get away from the catcher, but not too far away for Yohan Rojas to advance. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oldest continuous MLB franchise, I think. Two balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And yes, I do live with my parents. It's actually a smart thing to do. The pitch, and that's taken wide for ball 3. To make the count now full. Schwarber up to bat. He's hitless today in 2 at-bats, and the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Kyle Schwarber strikes out, and the inning comes to an end. The Phillies get another run, though, on an RBI single by Yohan Rojas. And they lead it 4-2 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Good stuff. Did you know our all-time win-loss record stands at 10,150 wins and 11,277 losses? I didn't know it off the top of my head, but I did know that because I usually have that sort of a notification pop up on my phone all the time. So, yes and no, I didn't know that, if that makes sense. 111 likes. 160 of you have to hit that thumbs up button. 271 people watching. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I go on for almost every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. And all you have to do is just hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support our channel, you're more than welcome to do so. The Phillies first were called the Athletics. Yes, that is true. That is true. Tyler says you make perfect sense, brother. Sometimes I don't think I make sense, but I'm happy that that made sense. Actually, they were called the Quakers. Actually, no, they were just called the Phillies. They've been the Phillies for the whole entire time. The Philadelphia Athletics were a different team. Imagine if the Rockies played as long as us. That gap would be smaller for sure. Jose Alvarado comes on in for the Phillies as we head to the top of the 8th inning. The Phillies do lead it by 2. They're looking to get win number 40 on the season and are 6 outs away from doing so. Jose's ERA is at 3.47 this season so far. Lefty on lefty situation, and the first pitch is fouled off on a 97-mile-per-hour sinker. Michael Ciani is up to bat. It's 9-1-2 due up in the Cardinals' order. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a bouncer, hit over to second base, and Stott throws it on the run and gets the first out recorded. Good stuff. Game 5. Dallas Stars and Edmonton Oilers. Can you believe that the Dallas Stars and the Dallas Mavericks could be going to the Stanley Cup and the East and the NBA Finals? I think that that's wild. Well, the Mavericks are going to the finals, but 2 teams in the same city. That's wild. It could have been Dallas and New York if the Knicks were able to win their last round before the Eastern Conference Finals. And then the Rangers, of course, would have to win. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jose Furman. As a pinch hitter, he's 1 for 4 this season with a stolen base and a walk. And the 1-1 inside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Alvarado on the bump for the Phils. And the pitch, swinging the dribbler, hit over to shortstop. Sosa fields it, and it's a foul ball because it just bounced off the foot of Furman. The Cardinals and the Phillies have faced each other 2,236 times. The 2-2 on the way, and that misses low for ball 3. The Cardinals have had the better end of the head-to-head record and have won 1,242 of those games, and the Phillies have won 985 of those games. 3-2 pitch in the air, hit out over towards deep left field, and it is a foul ball. Imagine if you had to face an opponent 2,236 times. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, line drive, hit out over towards left field, and Marsh is there to make the catch. And Furman is retired. Came in to pinch hit for Carpenter. And now it's Alec Burleson who's coming up to bat. The pitch, ground ball, diving stop by Stott, gets back up, throws to first, and he got him! Bryson Stott able to flash the leather. It was pulled over towards the right side, and Stott's made some acrobatic plays over at second base this afternoon. And the Phillies, well, they go to the the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 4-2, Philadelphia. How about that? Wish that was a better call, but it's all good. Mr. Man Created God. If JoJo didn't catch obscure injuries every year, we'd have 2 in the finals. Breaks his face because Dirty Siakam. Then it's Bell's palsy. You can't make this stuff up. Well, guess what? Hey, we also could have had the Birds do it too. It's not even just the Sixers. So let's kind of look at it both ends, you know? The Phillies didn't even make it last year to the World Series. But I agree with your statement. I agree somewhat with the Joel Embiid case. I still believe that there is no I in team. I still believe that. But if Embiid was healthier, I think that they would have gotten at least into the Eastern Conference Finals. At the very least. Nicholas, thanks so much for coming on here. You're great at calling games. Well, if you like it, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. I appreciate the compliment, man. If you guys have any sort of feedback, I'm always looking for feedback on here. I have not been my sharpest today, but I'm always looking to get better. Always looking to go back to the tape, listening to things, watching how things are presented, and getting better every single day. Because that's what we do, man. We're like athletes. Frankie's here. What's up, Frankie? What's up, Frankie? How you doing, Frankie? The A's were never the Athletics. I never said that they were. Did somebody say that they were? Comes JT, and he is able to foul that one off. Liberatore still out there for the St. Louis Cardinals. Furman came in as a designated hitter. He was a pinch hitter for Matt Carpenter, and he's still DHing. And the 0-1 is fouled away. Thank you so much for subscribing, Nicholas. Appreciate it, man. I just figured it was you. If it was somebody else, then I'm wrong. The ball's 2 strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Sing high hopes after games. I'm going to, trust me, as the season goes on, that's what we're going to do. But I don't want to get away with some of the things. Like, I'm a little bit afraid to, like, play, like, full songs. You understand? Because I don't want our channel to get strikes. That's why, like, Zombie Nation, like, I have, like, a little bit of some of it included. I'm not afraid to play it, like, when they have meaningful games and when they're on, like, a, you know, like, at the end of, like, a playoff run or whatever. But, yeah. I hope that makes sense. Just like I try not to spam the Sixers song until, like, the end of this season. The ball's 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. There's 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th, and Jeff Hoffman is warming up, and he will pitch the 9th inning. And the pitch, and that's taking the dirt. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to 200 likes. Come on. Let's do it. GD copyright. Yeah, I know. With high hopes, you have to play the full song. You know what I mean? Like, that just can't be like a noise. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is fouled away. He wants me to sing it. Somebody told me to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game the other day. I was like, nope, I'm not going to put myself on the spot for that. Even though I did used to do choir. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Bryce Harper strikes out on a slider that was low and away. There's the second out recorded. Pat, thanks so much for subscribing. I appreciate it, man. Means a lot. 273 people are tuning in to our cast. We have 117 likes. I want us to get to 200 likes. If we have not, if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, Y'all should definitely do that. The pitch, and that's fouled off. Truth is, we have 3 should-be elite championship teams, and all have folded. Yes. Phillies almost did it, and the Eagles almost did it. The 0-1 to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's going back towards the track, and Burleson's there to make the catch. Alec Welpe just missed a home run. He squared it up, and it was just short. And we head to the top of the 9th. The Cardinals with their last chance. They have their backs against the wall, and the Phillies will try to shut the door. Good stuff. Hoffman's been slipping a little lately. For his standards. Excuse me. That was bad. That was really bad. Keep hitting those thumbs up buttons, baby. Hoffman had his first save of the year when he got the save against the Cardinals earlier in the season. Yeah, Hoffman's been slipping lately. Over his last 3 games, he's only allowed 2 hits and no runs. But yeah, he's been slipping. He has a 1.14 ERA. It's not so good. Somebody told me that when I was really young, he said, Jason, you know, when you become an adult, you're going to tend to use more sarcasm. It was a teacher that I had. And I think he was like a substitute teacher, whatever. And I thought that he was joking. But turns out he was right. Come on, Jeff, finish him. JJ, last chance, last outs, last strikes in baseball are not always the last if they get hits. But hey, announcers say that it is their last chance. So I'm not the only one, so you can call me out for that. I'm just saying, call the other ones out too. But it's all for fun. Here comes Jeff Hoffman. He's 4 for 7 in save opportunities. He's allowed just 1 homer this year, and batters are hitting 198 against him. He has to face the meat of the order, Goldschmidt, Gorman, and Arenado. And the pitch, and that's fouled off. The ball's 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. And the next pitch, that's in there for strike 2. Phillies will play tomorrow night. We will not be on tomorrow night. Going to a baby shower tomorrow. The 0-2 on the way. Check swing. Did he go? And Junior Valentine judges. No, he didn't go. One and 2 is the count. Hoffman kicks, delivers, and it's just upstairs. Man, the Mets just keep scoring runs. It's now 8-4. It's just in the bottom of the 5th inning, too. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 gone. And the top of the 9th. Goldschmidt down on strikes. And there's 1. Jordan Montgomery got the start today, too, for the Diamondbacks. Not a good start by him. Gorman up to bat. And the pitch, swing and a miss. At 97 on the gun from the 31-year-old Jeff Hoffman. The ball's 1 strike. And the next pitch in there for strike 2 at 96 on the gun. Or 98, I should say. He is really bringing the heat. Gorman is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a ground out, and a flyout. And the 0-2 from Hoffman. Outside. 292 people tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button as you come on in or come on out, wherever you are. 1-2 is the counts to Nolan Gorman. And the next pitch, upstairs again. Red Sox lead 7-1 against the Tigers. There's another high-scoring game that's lopsided. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts on the check swing by Nolan Gorman as he goes down swinging, and Jeff Hoffman able to come through. There's 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And now it's all up to Nolan Arenado. All right. 10 total pitches by Hoffman, and time is called really quickly. Or no, Arenado's having some words with the home plate umpire. And is that a pitch clock violation called? I don't know. He was not happy with something. Two outs in the top of the 9th inning. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch is taken for a ball. So I guess time was called. That had to be what it was. Arenado had a solo homer back in the 7th off the foul pole. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. He could not catch up to the 96-mile-per-hour fastball. One ball, one strike. A crowd of over 44,200 in attendance tonight at Citizens Bank Park. And the next pitch popped up. Hit out over towards right field. Castellanos drifts over towards the left side, and he makes the catch. And the Phillies win by a final score of 4-2. Ring the bell, Philadelphia. And that's the ball game. 4-2 is the final score for the Fightin' Phils. And Hoffman gets another save on the season. And his ERA just went down even more. Oh, it's awesome. The player of the game, well, you can go with Aaron Nola. You can go with Bryson Stott. I'm going to go with Edmundo Sosa and that big home run that he hit. That's what I'm going to go with. You could also say Brandon Marsh was the player of the game, just like NBC Sports Philadelphia just did. But mine is Edmundo Sosa. That's my player of the game. Who's your player of the game? Comment down below. We have a lot that you could say. Jeff Hoffman could be your player of the game. Matt Strom could also be your player of the game. Yeah. This is a good one, man. Another dub, win number 40 for Philadelphia. Ring the bell again. Win number 40, baby. Feels great. All right, quick little recap. I don't really have too much else to say. Nola pitched really well overall. Nola pitched really, really well. The bats did enough. Mikolas didn't really have the best day, but the Phillies did enough against him in that bottom of the 2nd. I was happy that Rojas got that opposite field base hit. That was big time. They needed an extra run there. Bottom of the order, man. The bottom of the order did it again. Each of the 6 through 9 hitters went 1 for 3. And 3 of those guys, the 7, 8, and 9 guys, each had 1 RBI. That was the difference offensively. Hoffman with his 5th save of the season. Nola now 7-2. Miles Mikolas now 3-6. This team's rolling, man. This team is doing pretty good. So, 23-8 now at home. I love to see that. And yeah, I don't really have too much else to say. One word to describe that win. Ian Japan says that their lineup is pretty well balanced. This should keep them winning. Sorry, their big bats wake up again. Yep, I miss watching games at the park. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, man. But another really great win. Again, I will not be on tomorrow night. I'll be back on Sunday night, though. The Phillies play Sunday night baseball against the Cardinals, and we'll be on for that game. I'm going to a baby shower tomorrow afternoon and have a 2-hour drive, and we'll probably be there for a while. So that'll be really cool. I'm going to enjoy the day off. All right, signing off. I love you guys, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Let's go Phillies. Good job for them to get their 40th win of the season.